If you're a regular bus rider here in King County, you may have noticed your daily commute has a more homey feel. It's all part of a huge public art campaign organized by King County's For Culture called Poetry on Buses. And what you see displayed in a bus might go something like this.
We are home and away, in windows and doors. We are strangers and friends, distant yet near. We are the wind's rival, howling toward home.
Having poems in our bodies, sort of experiencing what poems can do, and then getting to know people. Whether you're going to be sitting on the bus and looking up and reading somebody's poem and seeing a little bit of yourself, or maybe seeing something that's totally unlike you and feeling maybe an opportunity to connect with them.
The theme of the county-wide campaign is Riding Home.
What is the first image when I say the word home? What do you see?
Community engagement with this year's Poetry on Buses began in spring of 2014 with a series of neighborhood gatherings, especially reaching out to Somali, Vietnamese, Russian, and Spanish-speaking communities. This group turned a poem into a song, a creative way to really raise their collective voice, a main goal of the Poetry on Buses project.
It is a surprise to me that we don't have a stronger voice in all that is happening here in Seattle.
An Phan was one of the key organizers in the Vietnamese community.
To make sure that we do have a stronger voice in everything.
Whenever I thought of home, I feel like I loved that my parents even more for all the hard work they did when we were young.
Memories. Before age 11, home was an old wooden house. Dad just came home, tired, sweaty, but smiling. Dinner is ready, everyone, Mom shouted. Days of innocence. We munched away happily. The greens and rice prepared by loving hands. Later, we fell asleep, listening to the rain. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Autumn Stirs Memories by Yan Lam. Autumn has arrived, here and there leaves of gold fall.
Here in a recording studio, Phan translates one of her community elders' poems, and the author performed her original poem in Vietnamese.
Mùa thu đến lá vàng rơi lác đác khắp mặt đường.
The melody of a first song vibrates through the cochlea's staircase. Return to whatever you never.
This is just one of dozens of English and multilingual poems recorded for the campaign.
Y regreso a esa nación que es mi hogar.
And that's out of hundreds of poems generated over the last several months. So many that the Poetry for Buses website is premiering a new poem each day for an entire year. What's up, King County? Are y'all ready for some poetry? At the November launch party, the Moore Theater was packed with people from all over King County who came together to hear the results of months of work.
Honestly, it boils down to two words: poetry and community. The buses have launched, the website has launched. Now people on their ride or people anywhere can listen to the poetic voices of King County.
Instant messenger. Don't let not knowing who to mail it to stop you from sending praise. Just drop gratitude anywhere, everywhere. It'll get where it's going.
Some of the poems were read. Some poems performed. And some poems were put to improvised music.
We too handsome.
So for all you riders out there, I want to let you know that your work is going to have significant exposure. And that's the big thing. We provide nearly 55,000 rides every single day on the RapidRide lines.
Poetry is now on the move in RapidRide buses crisscrossing King County. Select stations are homes to poems as well. Take time to drink in the words from so many walks of life.
Every summer, my parents would send me to Honolulu. Kick, kick, kick. Oh, sorry I kicked your seat back. The stewardess would bring me Cokes anyway, and a special Pan Am wing pin. Wheels down, aloha. The Hawaiian heat hugged me close. Grandma always greeted me with, "You come fat."